And when you know tough guys, you've been around them, you can tell when a guy's tough and when he's not, you know, when he's not. And I knew this guy was nothing. So when we got to the match and everything, he was so worried about my style, paranoid that I was going to chop the heck out of him. He's all talking about it. And of course, we had the match in Memphis where he lived, and we had our first match against each other. Everything I told him I wasn't going to do, I just beat the hell out of him. I was so frustrated by then. These guys weren't paying like they promised they were going to pay. They were so frustrated with them that I just took it out on him. And then I was going to go after. We did a show in, Louisville Gardens. And about that time, I hadn't got my money. So I had it. So I went in there and saw him and Jerry Jarrett in the room and shut the door behind me. And I said, nobody's leaving until I get my money. Of course, Jerry Jarrett's mother called the cops, and Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, Rocket Midnight, Shawn Michaels, right there, Marty Jannetty were all there, and Jimmy Jack Funk and Hector. And it's the way I guess he told the police what was going on. They sent like a 6-man riot squad down there. And finally, when I got what I wanted, they opened the door and I was leaving. I didn't want to be there no more. I was ready leaving the territory anyway. Had a deal in Japan again. And all these cops come down the damn stairs, boy, and they're coming down. They have all this gear on. And the funniest thing about that, when they get to the bottom, Ricky Morton goes, damn, all you guys were just one guy? I told him, hey, dude, do what you got to do. I'm leaving. I left, didn't bother me.
Did you get your money?
I got my money. And then, I wasn't the end of it. Of course, by then, I was with AWA. Wahoo took over the book. And of course, Vern Gagne didn't want me there. He's scared to death. Oh, he's going to hurt my kid. Heck yeah, I am. I ain't going to deny it. I didn't like him.
You like Greg Gagne?
No, Greg Gagne, please. Old dropkick, toothpick himself. Toothpick legs and stuff.
Was that one of the worst cases of nepotism in the business?
Oh, God, wasn't it? Yeah. Jeez. But, I was going back and forth to Japan. And then Greg Gagne was giving, Wahoo was doing great when he had it by himself before Greg came back. He was doing good. I was going up there. We had good shows, good matches. I was still here. Wahoo. Of course, a lot of Indians up there, South Dakota and everything. So Wahoo was getting over, and of course, I come in, and same old matches like the Carolinas, Mid-Atlantic, WCW, just beating the hell out of each other. And I guess Greg came back in, started messing with the booking. Ray Stevens was there with Wahoo, and there's another great man. And there's another genuine tough guy. That guy was mean as two pit bulls. Ray Stevens was tough as nails, brother. So, they had the book, they're sharing, they were doing good with me, Mike Enos, Wayne Bloom, the Patriot, Del Wilkes, a couple other people in there. And Greg came back, started trying to take over, basically telling them they're nobodies. So I just got back in from Japan, and in Japan, you pick up that style, speed style, fast style, and you got that adrenaline to go 100 miles an hour. As compared to the United States, you slow down, get a rest hold, and all that stuff, right? So they had me booked against Greg Gagne that night, and they did it for a reason. They knew I was coming in from Japan, and I'd be 100 miles an hour. So I went out there and wrestled him, and I stretched him. He must have turned every color white you can imagine. And every time I'd lock up into some cross-face and 3/4 ounce, and I'd look back, and Ray and Wahoo were just dying. They were just laughing their tails off. They were just laughing their tails. They had Greg Gagne. He was another one of those. His daddy was the promoter. He became a wrestler. Jeff Jarrett, his daddy was the promoter. You're the superstar. It's obvious, people. He beats King. These guys, because their daddy runs a business like Lawler runs a business, they can beat King Kong when they can't beat a chimpanzee. What
do you think of Jeff Jarrett?
It's sad. The kid I had fun with him, but it's sad that, his dad pushed to a point where he thinks he's, another Dusty Rhodes. I don't think much of him. He's just another daddy's boy with money. That's about it. He ain't much. If you take a Jeff Jarrett and stick him in a bar, Alexandria, Louisiana, or down in New Orleans, or in El Paso, Texas, you think he's going to come out of that bar?
No.
Hell no. You take a Dickie Murdoch or a Steve Williams, put them in the bar, they're coming out. Hercules Hernandez, my good friend that passed away, put him in a bar, he's coming out. They're coming out. These clowns, Jerry Lawler types, they're not coming out. They're going to be laid out on the floor.
Hey, yo, say hello to the bad guy. And I'm smartening you up. You want to check out Title Match Wrestling. All the cool cats are.